At the start of our project, when we were just sort of getting to grips with it, we did quite a lot of research into the drum and bass genre. Like we went on YouTube and looked at various videos, and but luckily for us, Ben over here is quite interested in drum and bass, so he was quite familiar with it already. So any queries we had, we just sort of came to him, and he was able to direct us into what kind of video we wanted to make, all the different styles that had come before, and which was handy because it gives a good starting point to realise what we wanted to do with our music video.
Right, I originally intended the script to be a semiotic representation of age, class and society, but we wanted to try and challenge some conventions and expectations and sort of promote freedom of choice within the video. Especially we wanted to sort of make it about youth and younger people. And so we've got the main characters like an old archaic sort of villain from, classic cinema, sort of old film. And we just have him chasing around the youth, and we wanted to make sure we did have a teenager playing the main role to represent that. And we just got the old cinema style to show that they're old ideals and old ideas that are trying to shut down new ones, and the freedom of choice that he's trying to have. So that's what we're trying to...
and the song we chose to use has no lyrics at all, which sort of challenges typical conventions when doing a music video. This sort of was both a pro and a con in terms of formulating narrative for the track, because rather than having to rely on the lyrics to get the content of the music video, we derived our meaning from the title of Mainline. But this was actually, the fact that it had no lyrics was actually the key reason probably that we chose it in the first place, just because it's pure drum and bass, so it keeps us a lot more creative freedom that we wouldn't normally have with most sort of typical love songs, which you have to keep to very strict sort of conventions to the genre and stuff.
There is a sense of postmodernism about the video. It's the sort of contrast between the early 1920s, 1930s silent cinema, when it was still black and white, where you had these stereotypical villains, the heroes, things like that. And we've contrasted it with modern filming techniques such as Darren Aronofsky, the techniques he used. So we've used a snorri cam, we've used a fisheye lens, we've used quick cutting, we've used things like that to really get a contrast between them. We also thought about, because the early 1920s cinema, it wasn't just black and white, which you get nowadays, it also had rough bits in it, it was dirty and things like this, and it was slightly more sepia than it was black and white. So when we were going along these lines, we decided to colour the modern part of the film so that it had a bigger contrast as well.
It's quite abstract as well, and a lot of people found it quite difficult to understand really, which challenges the conventions of normal music videos, but still sort of keeps in with the drum and bass genre, which is handy.
And also, as part of that, we kept in quick cuts and enhanced colour and various other things like that. Features that you would usually see in drum and bass videos, we tried to incorporate into ours.
Our ancillary task, we have 3 of them. We have one which is the CD cover, we have the second which is the DVD cover, and we have the third which is the magazine advert. The CD cover basically consists of a front in leaf where you have 4 pages with graphics on, which is the main image that we use across all of our ancillary tasks and the video. You then had an in leaf which has information about the band and contact information, and then the back cover which has the record company that they're signed to. Our DVD cover has information about the DVD and what consists on the video, and it has a front cover which has the main image that's used on the CD cover. We wanted to use this image across all of them so it gives it a kind of unity across the ancillary tasks. The magazine advert has a black and white image in the middle with an explosion of colour around it, and then sepia tones on the background.
Yeah, we got that inspiration use of colour from drum and bass people like Sub Focus, who use a lot of sort of circular motion spirals and vivid colour as well, and that was a big influence throughout our itinerary. Also, with the image that we took from the music video and edited is key in the sense that it actually raises Enigma codes to the video. So then when people see the cover or they see the DVD or see the magazine advert, it raises questions about what's his relevance, what's his importance, why is he in black and white, why can't we see him? And it's and that sort of really neatly ties everything together, and it makes quite an effective combination. They're all very intertextual and they all sort of drive meaning from one another, which we thought was going to be very important to do from the offset.
Right from the beginning of our project, we've wanted feedback from anyone that we can, parents and friends, just to see like any changes that we can make and if we can make it a lot better than it already was. So we put our rough cut up on YouTube for us to show people, and we got feedback like we should use like a different or less colour or more colour, and also less frequent subliminals because they were creeping in all over the place on our first rough cut. So just useful feedback like that, and we ended up taking quite a lot of notice of that feedback and changing quite a lot in our final cut. So it was quite useful to have that handy for us to use.
Yeah, and then we went away with our final cut and obviously took what everyone had said and thought about it. And we did actually change the order of the video a little bit, like the running order of it, so that was good. It did flow a lot better after that. And we also realised that sometimes the music didn't actually work with the video that we had, like a lot of it was out of time or whatever. So we went back and in the running order, we made it, and you done a rewind bit that made it look good. And basically we just made it look a lot better. We put all the effects on it, and then after we'd finished it, we posted it on YouTube again, and we told people about it on Facebook or whatever, and we just said, can you comment on it, tell us what you think? And most people really liked it, but because it was abstract and that, some people didn't really quite understand it, but they enjoyed it on like a visual level.
Feedback was mainly positive. I don't think we got anyone that said that's a bit rubbish.
But some people didn't actually just like the music, but they enjoyed the images with it anyway.
Yeah. Some people just didn't sort of understand that we weren't making a conventional music video that.
And some people just don't like drum and bass as well. So, but everyone I showed it to enjoyed it.
Yeah, same.
Samesies.
Same Rudy.